It's good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. We turn the camera back on. Good to have you here this morning. I know it's an early stream. I forgot last night how much I don't like doing morning streams because I'm not a morning person. I don't wake up very well. So, sinuses are going crazy this morning, allergies and the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be a little rough, but I should be fine. Scott, good to have you here. Kimberly, Kelly, good to have you here as well. Exelis, of course, thank you very much for joining us. MJ, good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. And, of course, Streamlabs, and then Mo. Thank you, Mo. Good to have you here, too. Just going to be doing an early morning stream this morning. We're going to try to keep it casual. Like to do that sky base. It's been a while since I built one. And no, it's not stairs, built the floor, and then remove stairs, Xless. We're going a little higher than that. It's kind of a timing thing. It has a lot to do with timing. I do it an old-fashioned way. I'm going to see if it still works. It's been a while. So we'll see how it goes here. I'm working, but not hard today. I hear you. Anybody who has to work, especially here in the States on Thanksgiving, if they have to work on Black Friday, that turns out to be usually, and for the most case, depending upon what business you're in, it can be a quiet day. If you're in the business of retail, on the other hand, it may be one of your busier days. So hopefully you all have a quiet day. I hope for you. Good morning, Stardust. Good to have you here, too. Thank you very much for being here. We're enjoying turkey. Turkey days. Yeah, I hear you, especially the leftovers. Good grief. Aaron, good to have you here as well. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. I work at financial back office. Yeah, back office work for the finance. Yeah, it's going to be a quieter day for you, I'm sure. Ash. Let's go ahead and switch over to the main screen anyway. Whoop, there we go. No timer, so we don't have to worry about doing that. Though I'm a little bit, I think my camera's a little off today, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in our worlds save here. This is the one I've been wanting to do this on. It's catching up to my primary pretty quick here. I got about, 40 hours to go. I just crossed over the 4,700 hour mark in No Man's Sky. So there's that. Yeah, tryptophan overdose, so no kidding. Can't even imagine. Pardon me. Still wiping the sleep out of my eyes. That's why when Kat does, Catrian does her coffee with Kat in the morning. Ugh. All right. Let me see. I have no idea where I am. Well, take a look. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I know where I'm at. This is Jason's planet. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is Jason's world, if I remember correctly. This is one of the moons, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're over, what's his name's place. Let me take a peek real quick. I love exiting ships like that. That is a lot of fun right there. Coffee sounds like an amazing... Oh my gosh. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing my coffee. I just brewed it. Hang on just a second. I'll be right back, guys. There we go. Well, crap. Forgot all about that. Much better. Nice warm cup of joe. All right. Thanks for putting up with me here. Where in the world am I? I mean, it looks like it could be. All right. I'm very curious now. That's not anybody's base that I know of. Galactic Trade Terminal? Alright, where's the base computer for this place? I don't see it. It's gotta be, though. Here, let's check out a couple of these. Hold on. Titanfall. What? Desert Shelter. I'm not... Oh, okay. This is not Jason's planet. This is the planet that we ended on the Titan expedition. That's where we are. What did I hit? There's nothing there. Something else, and there was nothing there. I'm curious as to what it looks like now. Bear with me just a minute. Yep, yeah. Still a mess. I don't even want to see what the comm balls have to say, to be honest with you, because I know if I get close, they're going to be really raunchy and very annoying and stuff like that. But, you know, honestly, the bozo that did all this crap is just unbelievable. What a mess. What a mess. Yeah, really. Sent hospital coffee. As a joke, we sent a cup of hospital coffee to the lab. Ooh, that's mean. Good morning, Miss Chase. Good to have you here, my dear. Just got my coffee ready, too. Yeah, I hear you. Congratulations, your moose is pregnant. Send that to Heather Silvermist, please. Up there in Canada. Absolutely great. I call it Canada, by the way. Coffee brain bath is one of the highest. Yes, yes, priorities. Absolutely. Good to have you here, Drake Nun. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's still a mess over here. But I don't think I have... Let me check the network. Disabled. Good. PVV is off. Good, good, good. Alright, so I don't have to worry about that stuff. One thing I do want to do... We're on normal right now, I think. Yeah, we're going to go creative. There we go. I love being able to do that just on a fly, because, you know, it just gives us the ability... That's not the button I was looking for, sorry. There, okay. So, I'm at odds. I know I said I wanted to build it on my Guardian planet. I haven't decided yet. The 5 here. Okay, see if we can get out of here. Yeah, what a mess. We're out. Alright. Let's go through the anomaly. I think the space station's pretty far away. And if we're on long enough, I don't know if we're going to be on until 2 o'clock. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this for like 3 hours or so. We'll see how it goes. I know you're not Canadian. That's why I said send it to Heather Silvermist, who is Canadian. I would love to see her face, or at least see her response when you say, congratulations, your moose is pregnant. Lurking while working. Hey, seriously, good to have you here, though. Thank you very much for being here, man. No, lurk away, dude. Lurk away. Take a peek in every now and then, that kind of stuff. I can't get out of my ship. There we go. Finished it before all that happened. Tranquilla, good to have you here, too. I just saw you popped in there, too. Miss Chase. Miriam. Let's see. Alright, so we have a choice. So where are we going? So I have all kinds of bases. As you can see, I mean, we all end up getting all kinds of different bases as we go through. And we're playing and playing and playing and playing. I've got my alpha base, my master base, if you will, over here. And that's great. It's a beautiful planet. It really, really is. It's also a known system. What I'm going to do, I think, at this point, because I've got this river paradise we can go to, another paradise planet we can check out, ones that I found along the way. You definitely don't want to go to the double walker outpost. Aggressive. There are literally 2 walkers there. And it's an aggressive planet. We don't want to do that. I got a methane harvester as well on a gas giant. I thought that might be a thing, but it didn't turn out to be as important. The butterfly mantas, deep water giant. Yeah, we don't want to do that there. Lush giant, fishing hole. This is pretty good. We got a squiddy paradise. This paradise planet with squids at it. I would like to check that out real quick and just see what it looks like. Reliquary, yeah. And then we get into the others, and these are the ones that are Herald of the Colossus and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. It's this planet that I was thinking about doing it at. So I think I'm going to go back to the Squiddy Paradise and check it out. So I'm not ignoring you, Son Elite. It's good to have you here. I have to look back and forth every now and then. I can look at my chat the entire time and not play the game if you'd like, and then we could just call this, just chatting away, and we won't be playing games. So, but it's good to have you here, man. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a great turkey day. I did. I was pretty good. It was very relaxing. We did have the happy couple over, my daughter and her new husband, over, and the new happy couple, and we had a nice dinner together and everything like that. It was fun, something he's not used to, as he says. So that was kind of nice. Message from Irony. Got my Thanksgiving. Oh, thank you very much. Little tour. Hi all. Good. Hey, Richie. Good to have you here. Thanks for being here, buddy. Pick a moon base. A moon base. Low atmo. Low atmo's kind of tough to do. It's a great Thanksgiving. Thank you. Appreciate the well wishes to everybody. Need to finish my orbital base on my no atmo planet. Yeah, I'm not big on the no atmo. I tried doing one a while back. I don't remember which save it was. To do a low atmo planet one, and I like being able to step up to the edge of the base and look out over beautiful scenery, and in this case it was just bleak and nothing, and I didn't like the nothing. That's what bothered me. There was nothing there. So I know we play to the orbital bases and stuff like that to make it over a moon, but I'm more of doing it over a nice place. So I want to look for a nice type of atmo planet. So to give you an idea, first of all, let me check out if some of you haven't seen it yet, let's check out the Herald. I don't know which one's which. Why do I have 2 base computers here? That's interesting. Oh, that happened a while back. Don't know why. Let's check it out. So this is it's in Eisentum, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it said. It's a paradise planet, but we're going to try to go back to Euclid, but I did want to show you this real quick. 400 bases? I think it's 400, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's 300 or 400. I'm not sure which the number was. I've always been told 300, but maybe it's 400. Maybe they've increased it, being that they gave us more planets and systems. Ah, boy. It's a good cup of joe. Oh, okay. I remember this one. Yeah, I should delete this computer. The main reason being is that we do have a Colossus here. And I thought somebody else was going to build the base here at one point. So you have one of these Colossus giants and stuff like that. And there you are. Very nice, very pretty. Good level area. I mean, you got some nice hillside around it for viewing and everything like that. It's very pretty. But I had built mine elsewhere. I don't know if this one's already been activated. Yeah, you can activate that and go through a nice little battle if you wish. But I'm not going to do that just now. So I ought to get rid of this base computer. Oh, that's probably why, because I put a base computer down. Let's go ahead and get rid of the base. I think that'd be a good idea. That way somebody else can do it. And in case anybody's looking for it, there's the coordinates. So you got positive 30, negative 5. And there's the Eisentum Galaxy coordinates at the bottom left. So if you want to zoom that in, you can always go back in the video and do a quick screenshot and stuff like that of it. So there's the coordinates for the planet in the Eisentum, like it says. So, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the base computer so somebody else can build here. Kind of stupid. I didn't realize that. So now somebody else can do something here. 16,000 parts in total. Yeah, I think so. Across all the bases. I think each base is limited to, I want to say 300 or 400 parts. This that way, okay. Can't tell, there's so much greenery around it. The thing about this planet is it's got a lot, it's a relic planet, obviously. Let me get out of the Atmo real fast. If I remember correctly, too, I think this is a pirate system. Yeah, it's also a pirate system. So you got dissonance on one of these planets, but it's a shell-strewn planet, so I don't know if you can find any ships there. You got a poisonous one. You've got a rocky moon. Let's see. Chromatic fog, dusty planet, and then you got this one, which says it's an overgrown relic, but it actually doesn't, it never has any storms, so it's more of a paradise planet. And because it's a relic, you got all the reliquaries and everything like that, all the relic stuff that are here. And as you can see, you got certain bases here that people have built. That is a village. There we go. Resort and hangout. That's funny. I don't even know who did some of these bases. I know some people did. AZ. That's just a save point. I think that's mine over there. That's the colony. And I should have my own base here someplace. Wow. Where is my base? I think that's it. Let me check it out. Because I should have two bases here. There we go. Just getting out of the asteroid field. I should have two bases here, but for some reason I'm not seeing them. Now, see, there's Tranquila's. We got your base over there, Tranquila. Alright, there it is. That's the base I'm looking for. I have stream stutter. Wonder why. Oh, I'm not showing that over there. Looks normal there? Yeah, it comes from being halfway around the world at Exodus. I think that has something to do with it. I don't know if you know this, but I think you're in Australia. Oh, you've been seeing stream stutter too? Okay, let me take a look. Hold on. Let me just get to a spot where I can stop for a second. There we go. And let's take a look, because that's one of the windows I thought I had open over here, but I don't anymore. Stats. Ah, there they are. Interesting. Alright, a frame. Good. Frames missed due to rendering lag, 0. Skipped frames due to encoding lag, 0. Dropped frames on the network, 0. I have no dropped frames. My bitrate is at 8416, about 8,000 kilobits per second. So I'm not seeing it unless it's YouTube. It could be YouTube's having the issues too. So I apologize if you're getting that. I am monitoring on my phone here, and I haven't seen anything just yet, but then again, I haven't really been staring at it, as you might imagine. So, yeah, I apologize if there's anything. All right, so some people have it, some people don't. So I'm going to say it's YouTube and possibly just network connections. It's a busy day. Black Friday. So I know a lot of people are online doing stuff today. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but we'll see what happens here. All right, so no, I'm not doing that. I'm really hoping that they give us a corvette like landing spot or something like that to do our. There we go. There we go. And we're down. So this is the portal that comes to this base here. Hey, buddy. Little guys. And I do have a couple regular landing pads for people to come in and visit, stuff like that. But it is just another effigy. It's another one of these Colossus that are down below. Viewing platforms and stuff. I never really did. I got so far with this base and I never went any further. But the beauty of this planet is it really is a beautiful planet. During the day. Even during the day, it's very pretty. The green is just a little bit more vibrant for some reason. I don't know what it is about the green of this planet. But of course, the animals and stuff, it's got all the oddball type of animals, all the anomalous creatures and stuff like that. You saw them, you know, the bones and stuff like that. Really, really neat. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, I think you got salvage containers on this planet as well. So you can also get corvettes and stuff like that. So you got the relics, you got the salvage containers, the Colossus. It's one heck of a system that you can go to, one heck of a planet. So I really do like it. Soylent Green, yeah, I don't know about Soylent Green. Not sure about that. It does have cool animals. Hey Angus, good to have you here, by the way. In Australia, you have to put in a network cable upside down. Yeah, that's why my microphone is upside down, so that Exilus can understand me better. Otherwise, all my words come out upside down. Yeah, so you got all the cool-looking animals. Those guys, the squishy guys. So it's a cool planet, but I think what we're going to do, we're going to go look for a new system. I'm going to go ahead and take my portal. I'm going to go back to the Euclid Galaxy. I don't even know where the Chimera is right now. Let's see. Let's choose something that was more recent. An idea. Let's go to Jason's planet. He's in Euclid. I don't like the system. I mean, he chose a gas giant, well, a giant planet, if you will. And it's got nasty storms and stuff like that. But we're going to take it from there and go look for a new system, and then we'll build from there. No ways off yet from Sean's post on Steam. Oh, I don't even want to know. If it's going to be a ways off yet, then they have a lot to do within the game itself. See, everything's working here. I know Jason couldn't see it, but everything should be working here, and I had plenty of power. The thing that Jason didn't see, I think, that didn't render in, is that I have this... I have these platforms here, as you can see down below, that are going out to there, and that's a magnetic, that's an electromagnetic power source. It's a C class, but it's always strong enough to power just about everything you got, even in at sea. So I had that power source out in the ocean there, or the lake, if you will, big lake, and I built from there. So there was a lot he didn't see. I like the way the ship rendered it. Isn't that wild? It looks like it's part of the building. Oh, wow, that's cool. Alright, now that's pretty neat. If it was a little more even, it would be pretty cool, but that's pretty neat the way it rendered in. Yeah. Alright. The last one was a nice planet, I agree. I'll check out the information on that, Ray. Good to have you here, by the way. Ray Austin there, folks. What if you made a base in an uncharted system with no space station? Very Robinson Crusoe-y. I could probably do that. Still, finding an uncharted system with a paradise planet, that's going to be a tough find. If anyone can find that, let me know, but that's tough. I don't know if I've ever found a system like that myself. Get away from this world just a little bit. So, yeah, I still have to occasionally give a cough here and there. Oh boy. Jason's 250. It's called Free Carnival Ride Space Cannon. Did you actually build a space cannon? I'm very curious about this. King of all bases. Yeah, well, we'd have to find it, MJ. That's a long haul. You did. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. Did you do it on the main planet? That's a congratulations. E Hills, huh? Nice. Plus 18, plus 39. Alright. I remember seeing that one. think I've come full circle. All right, let me just boost back in real quick. Okay, so plus 18. Now I got to figure out the coordinate system here. I'm going to go that way. That's climbing higher. Let's go this way. There we go. That direction. Kind of a pain in the neck to do this. And then getting out of the atmosphere, which takes forever on this planet. Alright, let's even out just a little bit. That might be it there. Let's head in that direction. That's right. Oh, right, I'm sorry. Plus 40 minus 177, okay. Oh, it's on the other side of the planet from where I'm at. Let's get to the plus 40. Wow, that didn't go down at all. Good grief. It's the only thing about these gas giants. They are literally so huge, and it uses the same coordinates, obviously. So it takes such a long time to get anywhere you're going. Alright. So plus 40.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
So we're just about there. So we need to bring the other number all the way 180 degrees. So it's my direction south. Let's go full south real quick. So that number's dropping. So west. That'll work. Okay. So literally it's on the other side of the planet from where I'm at here, Ray. So this is going to take a little bit. Give it a shot here. Appreciate it. Thank you for the reminder to hitting the like button. Portal just locate Starbolt defendant. Fraser, that's a good idea. And thanks for being here too. I appreciate you. Alright, where are we? Yeah, I went back the other way a little bit because I'm off a little. Okay. There we go. That direction. What is that? Yogi Hills. Let's head to there. Let me just see where this is. As we come into the atmosphere. Right about now. We're getting closer. Whew, coordinate system sucks, doesn't it? Alright, wow. Okay. So you said negative 177. We just got to cross over. That's the only thing. I think we just went a little too far. And we want to go to the east. So this way. And then what we'll do here, Austin, is I'll get close to the coordinates, and then what we'll do is reload. I'm getting closer to the 40 mark, so we want 4092. See, once you get to 180, it crosses over to the negatives and starts counting down. So we're not really that far off right now. If I get up to the upper atmosphere, it'll be a little bit faster. See, speeds. There we go. It's kind of hard to maintain at that height, because you'll keep slowing down. Tough. It's a tough one. Hang on just a second here, guys. Alright, we're almost at the plus 40. And that was 4092. Okay. I think we're close enough. Let's go east. East directly. So we'll keep the 40. And now we just need to go... That's pretty good. Now we just need to go about 6 more points, and we're almost there. Yeah, that would be great. Entering coordinates and saying, go to these coordinates, and just go. But, yeah, unfortunately, we are at the mercy. So watch the 179. It's about to change over. See? And now we're counting down. So we want to go 177, right? We should be pretty close. Go a little bit further this way. And I hope, Ray, that you've uploaded your base. Alright. So 177.69 and 40.92. So it should be right about here. Give or take. So, what we'll do is we'll do that. Got a restore point. We'll reload. We'll see what it looks like. You did upload it? Okay, good. Good morning, Grimy. Good to have you here, by the way. I'm excited for it. There's so many more stories they can tell in that Stargate world. Yeah, you're talking about Stargate. That'll be pretty cool. O'Neill's in his 80s. Shanks is retired. Tilk is busy. Sam's father's dead, obviously. Yeah, looking forward to this new Stargate, man. That's going to be really, really cool. And they say it's going to be a completely new series. It's going to be completely different. Not different in the sense that it's just going to be... I don't think I see it. Ray. Wait a minute. No, that's my portal. My beam up spot. Let's land. Let's land the ship. Clear? It can get any clearer. There we go. That way, we can just look. Because we're right at the surface. So there should be something like right here, I'm assuming, like right on that hill, maybe that mountain. That's what I'm thinking. Second test of its kind. Sky, before I go to lunch, I'm working remote today. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to try doing that on Monday myself, and using the MEO satellites before you can... Exactly. Yeah, there is that too. I just started a new Satisfactory, saved my plans for the day. One thing I'm gonna tell you, that Satisfactory, I love watching it, but I know if I get started with it, I won't be able to stop. I've been playing a lot of Dune lately, actually. That's what my play has been. I know not a lot of people play it anymore. but I'm on Jason and Beeblebum, Bob. I'm on their server right now, and I've started a whole new character before they had the character transfer, which kind of sucks, because I've got this character up to like almost 100 level 160, and I've really progressed quite a bit. I've got a main base and everything like that, and then all of a sudden they announce we can move your character over. I'm like, all right, well, too bad. I guess I'll just have 2 characters for now. But Ray, I can't get it to show up. Yeah, I keep coming back into the same instance. I think that's what's going on here. What does that say? No, but at least there's storm crystals. Excuse me. Yeah, I can't see it here, unfortunately. What I'd probably have to do is I'd probably have to get on with you at some point, and we can join together, and then I could probably see it at that point. Because reloading and reloading and reloading, sooner or later I will find an instance that has your base on it, but it's going to take some time. Yeah, it is an art form. You're absolutely correct. My Dune server is practically empty. Hold on. I saved the post-it note. So the server is it's a European server, MJ. Just so you know, the server is the Icarus server in Europe. And the siege it's under is, I'm going to pronounce it as Fajr. It's F-A-J-R. F-A-J-R. That's it. So Icarus, Fajr. And their guild is not full. I think you can have 30 members in the guild, and I think they have like 17 or 20 or something like that. So you can still join the guild and everything like that. You'll have access to, I think, 2 or 3 bases in the Haga Basin area. And they, every single week, when it resets the deep desert, they set up a small taxi service base in the deep desert. So, pretty cool. I've already gone to the deep desert a few times and finally got my cope. So I've got a nice pistol. It's like holding a 357 Magnum. I mean, my good grief. Even the sound from it is just shocking. It's a 3-shot clip, and it's just like kaboof, kaboof. It's like holding a hand cannon. It's basically what it is. Unbelievable. They are Atreides. They're Atreides. They're Bob, if you will, but they're Atreides. Never particularly cared for the Harkonnen. Just my own feelings on that. All right. We are going to... I don't know if I can put a marker down. I could probably put a marker down here. Hold on. No, too close to the ship. The save beacon. I'll go yellow. So that way I can find the spot again. And save beacon shouldn't interfere with your base in any way. Prelude to Dune. Interesting. I might want to look into that. Alright. So, let's take a peek at the galaxy at large. Alright, so I can go anywhere. Anywhere. It's better if I can find a yellow system rather than a dissonant system. Though dissonant systems will also occasionally have paradise planets. I kind of like the idea, to be honest with you. See, there's a gas giant right there. Rather a peaceful, if I can find it. Let me just check it out. I'm going to take at least the one jump and see if we can go in a direction, and we'll go there. They cover the Harkonnen, the Atreides, House Carino. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. That's pretty cool. Seems to me I have a save beacon on the space cannon ramp. Yeah, like I said, I keep loading into a different instance, obviously, and that's just what happens. Okay, first contact in this galaxy. You know what I should do? I shouldn't be using my corvette. So let me pull in the capital ship. I'm going to switch ships. Actually, you know what? I might want to just take the freighter. It's actually not a bad idea. Because I can do a quick scan of every new system we come to real quick from the scanning area. And I'm glad they listened to us. You notice that they put an entryway here now? You can come in from the back. So they were listening to us. They always listen. All right. Let's see. So what we can do here... Should have it right here. Then we can take a look. So we got our gas giant. Nothing special there. Flourishing moon. But it's got activated quartzite. That tells me we got storms. Quartzite. Although the idea of finding star bulb? That's not a bad idea at all. It is a flourishing moon, but it's got star bulb and activated quartzite. Again, bad storms. Life incompatible. Redacted, yeah. And then fungus. Yeah, there's nothing for us here. So why don't we take the freighter, and we'll use our freighter to check things out. Yeah, just because it's scanning. Exactly, Tranquil. I think that's a smart idea. We'll do that. I like that. Let's do it. All right, moving along. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, looks like 4. We got 4 concentric circles. We got 4 planets, and I see at least 1 moon. So there's 5. There's a chance at 5. I'm not so worried about the economy. As long as it's a 2 or 3 star, I'm good. If it's 1, I'm probably going to avoid it. He's always picking himself off the deck. I think every time they go to warp, he just lays down. I don't know. I think that's what he's doing. That's my thought. First contact. Amazing how many... 9 years the game's been out. We're still running into first contacts on these systems. Temperate. Kind of a bluish green, too. Irradiated with dissonance. Spined. Airless. And it's got scrap, too, with dissonance at the same time. And then a rainy moon. And it's a regular system. Good. Let's check out Otang. Otang Tau. This way. I got my pick and choice of every ship in the fleet here. Not you. You're owned. You're owned. Don't own that ship, that's for sure. There you are. Replicator. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of every time I look at it. It looks like a little replicate from the Stargate series. Okay, so where is this planet at? Came out on the side here. Let's go over here a little bit. More asteroid fields. All right, so we got a planet over here. That's not it. That's not it. That's odd. Where be the planets? 1, 2. I did designate it, did I not? I had to choose it twice? That's odd. Oh, it's behind. All right. 1,000 units out. That's not terrible. Oh, that's this planet's 1,000 units out. Interesting. Yeah. Space signal? Nah, it's alright, just a trader. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Let me, so I don't have to fake it, I'm going to go out to the other side of the planet, get on the sunny side. There we go. Got water. Alright, let it fade in. Okay, yellow sky. It's a temperate planet. I would expect more foliage, but there's very little in the way of trees. It's not actually that great of a looking planet, I'll be honest with you. Kind of murky and foggy looking. I expected better. And I like the mountains and stuff like that. There's some starbulb there. Looks like we got some underground rivers. See? Riverbed. I'll land for a moment, but... You hoping for that one? Okay. Nothing special going on here. Alright. Yeah, not too tickled about this one. The rainy moon? Okay. Got bones there. Check that out. No, it's not very pretty. That was kind of a ugh. Sunny side of the street. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh. That was a good cup of joe. A little cold now, but still not bad. Go. Hey, old man Gibb. You as well, my friend. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're having a safe one. I hope it's been enjoyable. For everybody, actually. I hope everybody's been having a good time. Post Turkey Day, of course. Ooh, is that an archive? Oh, it's one of those crazy looking archives. Yeah, I like those. Very nice. Let's just take a look around, because I want to find something other than mountains.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And that's where it all falls apart right there. This is a pretty looking planet, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's the rats I was talking about too. Ah, and anomalous creatures as well. That's a shame.
Units received. Units received.
Yep, you got these guys too. That's not bad. How bad's the storm? 200 degrees? It's not Jason level. Those are some nasty storms on his planet, man, let me tell you.
Units received.
So 2 different types of those.
Units received.
Got 4 of the 5 creatures already found. That didn't take any time at all. I'm assuming that the last one is a flyer. Apparently, I just discovered all the creatures on the planet.
Units received.
Go figure. Let's grab that nanite bonus. Not bad, not bad. It's not terrible, I'll be honest. I mean, if you can deal with it. There's your coordinates, MJ, if you want to check it out. Minus Tirith from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know if I'm that decorative, Mr. Ritchie. It's not really half bad. Chunky sky squids. The storms disappoint me too. The storms do, but the storms aren't horrible. And because they're a heat storm, your jetpack has more efficiency. So there's that. So, up to you. This is not going to be my place for a sky base, because the whole point behind getting a paradise planet is being able to see the ground on a regular basis. What am I looking for? Right, yes. Watch your ears. Oh, no door noise that time. Greetings, Shane. Good to have you here, Mr. Brambit. Mr. Bambit. Takes ages to find one of those planets with the floating islands. I'm not as concerned about finding one with floating islands. I just want a paradise planet. You know, halfway decent looking. We found one that was close, but not great. So, you know, we'll get there. Torwiggle, good to have you here. Thanks for being here, man. Let me just visit the good chunky squid. You do that, dear. You do that. All right. Let's see. All right, data unavailable. That would be a interesting. Two systems right next to each other. Now, let's check it out. I'm curious. It's only 3 planets, but we'll take a peek. Maybe it'll be that Robinson Crusoe system you were talking about earlier. Oh. You think they finally fixed the door noise, Ray? Oh, God, I hope so. That's been driving me nuts. Especially when, like, I was playing with Jason the other day and we had to keep going in and out, and it was like that noise coming through our headphones was horrible. Empty cadmium, fiery, and corrupted. Alright, yeah, not much going on there. Okay, worth a shot. We're in creative mode, like I said, right now, so we shouldn't be using up any fuel to go places. Let's check out... I really would like to find a dissonance system, but it doesn't have to be honest with you. I'm troubled. Whoa, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets. No moons. Let's check it out. Wow, we've been on that long, over an hour now? Good grief. Not quite, not quite. First contact again. Let's see what we got. Better choices here. Activated. Salvageable scrap, though. Activated. 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 Nothing. And nothing. Alright, so, yep, that didn't work out really well. Let's try a yellow system instead. I'm going to try to avoid the other one. We'll see how it goes. Such a great day to chill in another galaxy. Hope everyone's exploration is fruitful. I'm hoping it goes well too, man, but I'm glad you're chilling out in a different galaxy, man. That's pretty awesome. Peaceful. Let's check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets. I don't see any moons. Let's check that out. The search continues. Today is a good day to fly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pull back in the map a little bit. Yeah, let's go jump to a different sector. That's probably a good idea. Maybe I'll hit a black hole instead. That way we can get knocked to another area of the galaxy. Abandoned. Hot. Ain't no paradise planet right there. So we got a paradise planet. What's this one? Bountiful. So that could be 2 paradise planets. It's a possibility. I'd like to check out this one because it's got water. So let's check out both of these. I'll put a note on that one. And the other one is Heberstorp. Heberstorp. I'm going to Heberstorp. Love it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Indeed. This, I'm gonna guess. Oh, That's Heberstorp, and it's got water too, actually, from what I can see. Alright, where's the sun at? Over there? Let's go to that side, and there's the other planet right over there. Gotta get a little further away. This is promising, guys. Wow, that actually looks pretty good down there. Not shabby, not shabby. We'll get towards the coast here and head towards the coast. Nice puffy clouds. Looks like we got good foliage. Reddish sky, how interesting. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Looks like regular flyers. We don't have any anomalous animals. Checking the ground now. Are there any ground-based animals here? Let's find out. Flying, underwater, underwater, underwater. We only have one ground, and it's underground actually. So there's no other animals on the surface of the planet. Looks pretty good down here. Okay, standard fish, nothing special there. Okay, little attack style fish. Is that another one? No. We're not really in great depths here, so if there's any deeper type of ocean fish, we're not going to see them. 83 degrees Fahrenheit. On the surface, we're at 95. Not terrible. A little warm, kind of Florida-like. Let's head to the coast. I like the foliage here. This is nice. Yeah, and you got a nice wide expanse of ocean as well. Yeah, look at that. There's no land in this area. There's a couple islands. There you go. Let's check one more time. I'm curious. I'm not wild about the red sky, but it will make for an interesting backdrop to a sky base, so we'll check out the other planet in a moment. Okay, not terribly deep. So this isn't like a deep, deep ocean type environment, so at least that's something to note. Nice. I just wanted to see if there was any squiddies or anything like that, because even on shallow planets, they can still have squids. I found that out in my search for squids earlier on. Attack fish. So how many did we have underwater? Was there 4? Oh no, one flying, one underground. We said we found all 3 then. There we go. So not bad, not bad. All right, so pretty decent planet, I'd say. Okay, let me go find the world we were looking for. There it is. So this is the bountiful one, right? Yeah. Got ancient bones. I don't know if there's any storms here, though. Tranquilla, that was a paradise planet with a red sky. Nothing special about the animals there, just a few flyers, some underwater creatures, and there's one underground. That's it, nothing special. Fun holiday base that I only visit during the holiday season. Kind of fun to visit. Oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Have certain seasonal bases and stuff like that, or holiday bases as the case may be. That's pretty cool. See? Just when you think there's nothing else you can think about, right? Oh, stop. I'm not trying to trade with you. Get to the other side of the planet. Should be good. Into an asteroid field. Oh. Oh my. That looks really pretty, guys. Now, blue water, what does it mean for the sky, though? Yellow sky here. I'm not keen on the yellow sky planets, though. Ah, it's got the tassel lilies. Floating flowers. Love the islands, though. Let's stop right over here. Very nice. Sentinels are sparse. That's kind of pretty. I mean, again, I'm not keen about the sky isn't really yellow either. It's more of an orange color. It's very odd. At least we've got some ground-based animals here. How many animals? 14 of these lucky little devils here. Like I just got. There we go. So there's 3 right up front. Let's head towards the ocean or water a little bit here. Okay, so nothing special about the animals thus far. I wonder if dissonant systems are more apt to have anomalous animals. I guess they might be. They already found 5 of the 14. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of flyers. I don't see any at the moment. But I got the tassel lilies. That's pretty cool. See what the ocean looks like. Pretty straightforward. Nothing special. It's weird. You can't lock in on these biographics here, but biological fish on occasion. There is a lot of fish. Okay, I got those guys. And those guys. I'm very curious. I'm waiting to see if there's a storm, too, in case you guys are wondering. Okay. More fish. Oh, crabs. Hang on. Let's check those out. Yeah, I got the little crab guys here, which you can actually get as pets. You can actually offer them food and get them as pets. So, that's pretty cool. Alright. Blue, green, teals, purple, white, if you can find it. I kind of agree. I'm not really a big fan of it. But the filter, the green and blue, I know, that kind of sucks. Blue, it had blue water and green and everything. You get down to the planet, it's not the same. It's like, what happened, man? Alright, what do we got? Ground, 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 and 1 flying. Let's head back to the ship. That's what I like about creative mode, too, is that you never drown. Yeah, the crabs with the helmets on it, they usually are found more on deeper planets, but you can occasionally find them on shallower, watered planets. Wow, I didn't realize I was... Is that my freighter that I'm looking at? Crying out loud. Up. Went the wrong way. What else is new? Yeah, the rocks that suddenly grow legs and walk away. I wonder why they did that. That's got to be a play on something, and I don't know. If it's a movie or Hitchhiker's Guide or something like that, I don't know. Polluting the planet? Yeah. Now, Jason and Heather are not here. That's okay. Right. So, and they got bones here, so that's pretty cool. Getting another plant. I see another flying creature and I can't help myself. I gotta... Trying to get out of the way of the plants. And they vanished. Plants got in the way of me scanning the flying creatures, unfortunately. There we go. Alright. It's apparently 3 more ground-based creatures, but I don't know if we're going to stick around to see them all. Still, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. A decent planet. I like the other one better. So, this one I do like better. The red sky does go with a great contrast. So, Heberstorp is where we're going in the Pioska system, so we're going to note that on the side. Pioska and Heberstorp. Let's write that down real quick. So let's go take another look. We'll look at maybe 2 more systems, and then we'll come to a conclusion. Yeah, they did. That's true, One Thumb. Could be that. The smoke effect on the jetpack, I don't know, because that's not supposed to be what I've got. Hang on a second. Let me bring it in. Interesting. It's like the gates remain open all the time now. Maybe that's how they fixed it. Maybe they leave the doors open all the time? No? Okay. Alright. Let me see on myself, my person. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'd have to go to the, It's true, you won't be able to see it in there, will you? I'm curious about the smoke effect, too. So that's the jetpack trail that I'm using. Oh, it does have a black puff at the end. Interesting. Hold on. That is the Vigilant Trail. So that's the latest one we just got in one of the expeditions. I don't think it was the one that we're in right now. Breach? I think that's the one. So. Alright, so remember this place. Like I said, let's check out 2 more systems, and then we'll make a decision. If I can find 2 more systems with Paradise. Let's take a big jump across. You know what I should do? I should drop a base computer down so I can just beam right back there. That would be the smart way to go. Because even though we visited the system, we don't have the base yet. Pardon me, the space station yet. Unlike in the rendezvous in an expedition, you automatically get the space stations. You don't here. Interesting. Is it risable or risible? I have to set up my freighter to be open like that. It looks good. Oh, yeah, no problem. It's interesting to be able to do that. The room that you're using, I like the open environment for the most part, but the room that you're using is, let me see, which one was it? I think it's Technology Room Expansion, if I remember correctly. I think that's all you do, is you just put that in. Yeah, that's all it does. It adds in an open space, and if you add 2 in right next to each other, it just creates an open space. That's all it does. So, that's how you do that. Hey, no problem, dude. Base, because one of the changes, it was very green planet, earth-like trees, greenish water, green sky. After an update, oh, the ocean went pink on you, huh? Good grief. Visible. Risible. Or is it risible? No, it'd be a capital I if it was long. It was yeah, never mind. The sky more yellow than green. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it. I know Pioska, we can come back to it, I'm sure. I don't think that'll be an issue. And then I keep doubting myself at this point, so hang on. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Easy way to check. It doesn't say current system. That's what I'm looking at here. Yeah. So it will not give me the space station unless I've actually been to the specific space station in the system. So, interesting. So either I got to fly to the planet and drop the base computer down, or I have to go to the space station. Let's do the space station. Oh, stop it. Far enough away. Said I'm far enough away. Definitely not far enough away. Come on. Let's just go to the space station. That way, I don't want to just drop a base computer down every single place I go. According to the King's English. Correctamundo. Good to have you here, Carrie, by the way. No, it's not an abandoned system. I'm trying to avoid that. There was one abandoned system I did go to, and I didn't particularly care for the planets there at all. I think there's only 3. We're going to just make a marker at the space station, land, take off, come back. That's it. There we go. Nah, no problem. Space station now. Quickest way back to the freighter. Okay. 2 systems, like I said. Check out 2 more. We wanted to go pretty far back, right? This does have a pretty decent jump range. I don't know if it's as long as the one that I've got. Let me go over here. It's at 1,000. How far can I go? 1,600. 2,300. 3,000. Almost 4,000. I'm curious. 4,300. 48. I can go that far. There we go. Wow. I had no idea, honestly. 5,500 light years, apparently. That's how far I can go. So here's a nice dissonance system. And it's a yellow star, too, with, it looks like, 6 planets. So let's take a long jump and go here. It just flipped my ship over. No wonder I'm on the deck every time I go to hyperspace in my freighter. Yeah, I wrote it down. Plus, you can go back. I did go into picture mode for a moment. I think. All right. All right, we got a humid planet with star bulb. Probably gonna have storms, redacted, rotting, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be very good for the others, glacial. So we can check out this guy and see what it's like. I am curious. It's the only one with rings. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I had no idea that my freighter... It does have a lot of upgrades in this freighter, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of upgrades up here, as you can see. 1,000 light year range. 375. So I got some decent ranges. I don't know where I ended up with this guy. He's in a supercharged slot, but still 1,000 light years. I mean, grief. 5,500 is how far I can go. So every time I do like an expedition that has some nice upgrades to it, I go ahead and snag some and bring them back with me. Yeah, it's a decent freighter. I really like this one. Thank you. Appreciate it, Donzit. On our way. Probably should have stopped off at the space station real quick, but I don't have a lot of hopes that this planet's going to be what we need. Again, it's got emeralds, so it's a green star system, which is really odd. I could have swore it was yellow. And it's not activated emeralds, so we don't have to worry about the storms being too severe. Let me head that direction. Does have water. Let's head right there. So far, so good. It looks pretty, but who knows what we're going to get when we get there. Yellow land. See, everything's changed. All the filtering just changed. I can deal with the pinkish purple. We get a few sparse trees on the landscape. Floating islands. We do have the floating islands here. And it's a dissonant planet as well. Ow. Ow. I hate flying upside down. Let's land on an island. Why not? I mean, it does give new meaning to building a sky base since you're really all the way up here to begin with. So we could cheat and just build it here, but... it's an anti-gravity storm if it's going to have any storms. That's always pretty cool. Not bad. There's the water we can stand on top of. That's hilarious. Yeah, I wouldn't call it red. It's more like a pink sky. Pinkish purple. Yellow ground. I mean, I like the idea of the floating islands and everything like that, but, yeah. Like I said, sparse vegetation. Supposedly has a lot of animals here and stuff like that. I'm just curious. Holy crap. How far away are we? Too bad it doesn't give us a distance view on that. I don't know what to say. I've never shot one of those dissonant diggers from this kind of a distance. I'm falling. I found the edge, apparently. That's hilarious. Let's see that. There's nothing to the weapon. That's the thing. It's just a bolt caster, man. The thing about a bolt caster, unlike like the neutron cannon dissipates. It's like a shotgun, so the further out you are, the less damage it does. Whereas the bolt caster, you know, which is all right here, it really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage. But from the distance, it's great because no matter how far it goes, it still gives damage. I just didn't expect it to go that far. It's kind of like with the laser. You can only go so far with the laser. See, I can't even hit that. Yeah, I can hit that. I can barely hit that Atlantidium. I doubt I'm going to hit the tree, though. Yeah, see, I can't hit the tree. But with the boltcaster, alright, so it's not hitting the tree anymore unless those trees are... Oh, those trees may be protected. I was wrong. Okay, so yeah, for some reason, I don't know what happened there. I was able to hit that guy from the distance, so I'm not going to sweat it. So, you know, got some animals here. It's a pretty decent looking planet, but I don't think this is going to be for us. I haven't seen any storms yet, but I have a feeling it's just going to be a gravity storm anyway because of the effects we already see on the planet and everything like that. Pretty neat planet, though, I do have to admit. But again, that filtering, man. Check out Eisentum instead. I wanted to try to do it in the Euclid galaxy, but you know, you might have a point there. And good to have you here there, Ed, old explorer. Mr. Brambit, that's a good idea. And thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Not a bad idea. Maybe we should. What do you guys think? Should we just check out Eisentum and check it out? Do that real quick. It does have more beautiful planets being a paradise system, that's true. But I just want to find something different. That's my thing here. Let's just check one out. Like, for instance, there's this one. It's a pretty decent system. Let's check it out. And there's this one, too. I haven't been to this one in a hot minute. Let me take a look at it. Maybe we already have a system, we just didn't realize it. Ah, okay, this one, yes. Very similar to Jason's planet, except there's no storms here. So, it is a beautiful planet. See, it's like 71 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if there were any... if there's any water here. Where's my ship? But if I remember correctly, hold on a second. If I remember correctly, yeah, the night times here are very pretty. So there is that. Actually, is that? No, that's just lower ground, it looks like. Okay. I don't think there's any water here. I think that's one of the things, too. Yeah, there was no water on this planet. Last Sentinel 20, good to have you here. Marty, nice to see you. Thanks for being here, too. What is the next galaxy with the higher number of paradise planets? Actually, that would be Galaxy 10. That would be Eisentum. Our system will always have a particular paradise planet in it. Really? Alright, let's give that theory a shot. I'm curious. What am I looking for? Piggy happy in the mud. Good to have you here, by the way. I am looking for a paradise planet that we can build a sky base over. I'm getting to the point right now of the stream that I think it's time to settle on something. I'm going to take one jump real quick to a what is it, 3-star? I'm assuming you mean, like that. So here's a 3-star, tranquil, 1, 2, 3, 4 planets, and I think there's a moon in there or two. Yeah, I think I see 2 moons around one of them. So let's check it out. Different lush galaxy, like, I'm not sure if I have access to that from this save. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, too. First contact, I think it said, right? Yep. Bleak. Viridescent with activated copper. That means we have storms. Hot moon. Paradise planet, but it doesn't look like we have any water there. But good point. It did show just like you said. And a sub-zero planet. So I don't mind checking out the Paradise one just to see what it's like. High energy moon and a hot moon. Okay, got it. Let's check it out real quick. No, I'll upload it. People can check it out. You know, community can join us. It's not a problem. Come on. I don't hide. Every system I go to is perfectly, everybody's perfectly welcome to join me there at any point in time. It's not a problem. Oh, wow, it's right here. Alright, let's go to the sunny side of the planet. Nope. Sorry, unsafe trajectory. You're gonna run right into your own ship. Get to the sunny side of the planet. Little unknown or known fact for most of you is that Hello Games found it easier to have all the planets stationary and have the solar, that is the sun in that system, or suns, rotate around the system itself. That's why you can never go to them. So not bad. We kind of got a blue-green, greenish sky with this funky color down here down below. A lot of foliage here. Hopefully a landing? Or is that abandoned? That's abandoned. Not bad. Know what it looks like at night. Also kind of nice looking. The plants don't glow, but we do have a little bit of firefly-ish in the air. It's pretty decent, but not what we're looking for, really. Leftover turkey. Galaxy 19? Okay. Where is my freighter at? It should be near the space station now that I think about it. Yeah, there it is. ETH. Didn't quite fix it, did they? Hey. Come on, life can be fun too. Don't go there. Alright, we're gonna check one more system out, and then I think we'll call it. I'm hoping to find a decent planet here. Alright, let me just jump over here real quick. Looks like 4 planets and a moon. 3-star, tranquil conflict. Let's see what it's like. Had to take a work call. That's okay. Zenith Elhammer, good to have you here, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. Steve, same to you. Steve2719, good to have you here, my friend. Steve D. Or Steved. Maybe we've all been Steved. Alright, what do we got? Reeking, Breached, Rocky, Fiery, and Paradise Planet. I can't tell if it has any water on it. I don't think it does, but I'll take a peek at it. So far, you're right. It seems like every 3-star system does have a Paradise Planet in it. And you know I'm probably just going to say one more, just one more. Is it the one close by? It is not. Alright, where are you here? It's not down there. Not over there. Must be over there. Yeah, of course it is. Too far out. Salvageable scrap, too. Good for corvette building. Pardon me. That's a good idea, Mr. Bambit. I'm going to give that a shot. Some rainbows. Is that water? It is water. Yeah, got that pink sky again and red water. Terrible, terrible combination. Looks like very little to no foliage. Yeah, I'm not keen about this planet at all. Pretty, but not it. Definitely not it. I'm not even going to land. Just in case. Planet hunting's pretty cool. Yeah, ew. I do like beaches. That's the thing, is I like to have a planet that has beaches on it, so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to go someplace else real quick. Let's see. Looking for 3 stars. I used to be extremely particular about planets when I was looking for systems, that it had to be Corvax, it had to be 3-star, and if it was possible to be pirate and dissonant at the same time, even better. And you want to talk about trying to find a needle in a haystack. I mean, because when you find a pirate system, you don't know what the economy's like, because they don't show you the economy, because it's a pirate system. So you don't know if it's a really, it's a pirate system that's doing really, really well or not. Can't tell. You have to go by the sell and buy numbers. So, and I never quite figured that out. 2-planet, no. Not much of a choice there. Very bright. Yikes. Just jump down here. Oh. Okay, by Keen. 3 planets. If it had some moons there, I would check it out, but 3 is not enough to find what we're looking for. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There's 4. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, the beaches with the luminescent water, bioluminescence. Yeah, that's always pretty cool. Picked himself up off the deck. What's with all these plates everywhere inside here? That's weird. Aha. Paradise planet with water. Paradise planet. Paradise planet. 3 paradise planets in the same system. Holy crap. And the other one's what? Just an Arctic planet with ancient bones. Star bulb, star bulb. This is fantastic. I mean, my current main system that I have has 3 paradise planets. I never thought I'd find another one that was like that. Okay, so the one with the rings is the Arctic planet. So that one's pretty far out, 1600. 1,000 or a million, if you will, and then this is like right here. Problem is we need to get down to the sunny side of it, and it's got water on this planet too. Before all the freighters pop in and stop me from going anywhere. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Yellow's not great, but who knows what color it's going to be when we get down there. Now that maintained yellow. The water has maintained a bluish, purplish look, and a halfway decent sky. I don't see any foliage though, that's kind of a bummer. We just got rocks here again. This isn't bad though, this is actually kind of nice looking. I can go with this. That's kind of pretty. I mean, the sky's a little hazy looking, but that's good. That's okay. Very nice. So far, usual assortment of fishes. 3 of the 11, and I don't see any more fishes popping up, so I think that might be all of them. Ground. Flying, and 1 more underwater, nocturnal only. So we won't see it during the day. Okay, so this is definitely a contender. We can do it here. Let me check out the other planets. Alright, where are we? So there's one. That doesn't have any water, but it's our closest neighbor. Yeah, I should have checked out nighttime. You're right. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Power nearby? I haven't even checked that portion yet. We're going to be so high up in the air, it's not going to make a difference if we find any magnetic power. We're going to have to use solar whether we like it or not, with some backup generators on the other one. That's the lilies again. With a blue sky. That actually is quite pretty. This is really nice looking, actually. I mean, the lack of water I can do without. That is actually really nice looking. Look at that sky. That's really cool. Alright. Know what this should be? This should be like an unmarked grave or something like that. Yeah. That would just be like a dig. Anyway, so very nice. There's our Eisenton coordinates. And nighttime. Okay, so we got the fireflies. It doesn't look like we have anything luminescent other than that, so that's pretty good. Yeah, this is nice. It is definitely pretty. Definitely pretty. Alright, we got one more paradise to check out. Looks like we found the system, though. Whatever we do, it's going to be here. Okay, so that's the original planet I went to. Where's the other one? The other one's right over here. Let's go to that one. That one looks like it has water as well. Pulse jump. You know what I need to do? I need to get my pulse drive. I'm going to have to reorganize this. Get my pulse drive into a supercharged slot. Do I really have 4 supercharged slots right here? Son of a biscuit eater. No wonder this thing is so powerful. I just need better upgrades for it, and that's about it. Good grief. I had no idea it had quad supercharged slots on it. Yes, it is. Kentucky is the bluegrass state. And when you're flying above it, honestly, when you're flying above this state and you're taking a look around, it literally looks, wow, this is not a very nice planet at all. It looks like bluegrass. The grass looks blue from up above. It's really crazy looking. Mountainous. Unexpectedly mountainy. That's odd. I've never seen too many paradise planets like this. Let's see. See, there's water, I think. Yeah, there's your water. So that's interesting. Good foliage, like the palm trees. Let's take a look at something here real quick. Is there an ocean? Yes, there is. Let's get away from the inland. Head for more the ocean area. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's more of a continent. And look at this. Lowlands. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty good diversity there. I'm not liking the color though. We're back to that again. And I will land for a moment. Let's take a look. So there, I love the foliage here. I mean, this is great. This is what I look for in one of these planets, to have the diverse trees and stuff like that. What is that? I mean, it looks like a dog. Really odd. Okay, oceans are oceans. Nothing special there. Got the legged fish. Yeah. Okay, nothing special there. Squiddies might have won me over. Alright, so I think we're back to the first of the paradise planets here in this system. So, what was that one? That was this one. Opaleg, I think, was a good one. This was decent. Oh, no. It was this one. This was the one we went to, the salvageable scrap one. So that was the one I think we need to go to. I think that was the better of the planets. This one had a beautiful sky at it, but no water anywhere. So let's go to this one. Paravine R31 and the Yonazak Abyai system. Doggy with a saddle. There you go. So, kind of nice. What was that? I think he just had water bubbles come out of him. That was hilarious. Okay, so the one on the... That's the one with the rings. That's Paravine. I don't remember which one. Hold on. Because I think Paravine didn't have any water, if I remember correctly. No, the first planet we visited is right by the, right by our frigate. Let's check that out. I think that's the planet we were thinking of. Sorry, One Thumb. I'm not having any lag, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, this is the planet. It just doesn't show on the map as having any water. Let me head over here real quick. Because we do need water. We do need sea level. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so kind of nice. It's got the sparkles in the air and everything like that. And the Ocean X is going to be good for maybe building a little something down below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose an island, like that one right there. As close to sea level as possible. So here we go. So here's the tough part. All right. Let me just grab something real quick. Like if I'm going to do that, toggle free placement, we're going to choose that. All right, so that's turned on. And what we have to do, and we're in creative mode so we can do this, we're going to be placing a landing pad up in the air as we do the pullback. And there's a trick to it, and I think it's 3 1000s. Let me show you what I'm talking about when we get there. So we do this. It's not going to find anything. And when we do the claim, and we may have to do this multiple times. When we do the claim, I have to be able to pull out a landing pad and get ready to place it in the air. And if it works out, we're going to place a couple of them. Whichever one stays is the one we're going to be doing the base at. So here we go. Claim the base. Immediately go into this. 1 1000, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. I know you don't see me doing it, but hopefully it worked. You see there's landing pads up there. All right, so now we take a ride up. So I was placing them, and there should be a few. See? There's a whole mess of them going all the way up. Now the problem is, oh, I got stuck. Problem is finding one that will work. Come on, a little higher, a little higher. Now this one's on the edge of space, so I don't know if this one's going to hold. But you can see we got landing pads going all the way down, and one of these is going to stay and work. So let me go down to one of the lower ones. Let me see here. This one might work. Okay. I'm on a slant right now. This is weird. That's really strange. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. The one down below me seems to be flat, but we'll see what happens. So we have a restore point. What we're going to do is we're going to drop down a save beacon. Save, and let's see what happens. Except that I'm going to be standing on my ship when I do this. Can I still hit the save beacon? Yes, I can. Alright, there we go. Let's reload. Let's see what happens. It's a launch pad. Yeah, there you go. They all turn green. That's the thing as we pass by. So we can land on them, but what happens after the save is dependent upon what happens here. So, landing pad is still here. The one above us is still there too. How interesting. And obviously the ones below us should be as well. Alright. Alright, we may have something here. Let me go up to the upper one. Maybe it's more flat. It appears to be. All right. The reason I do this is because if it disappears, we'll do one more reload. If it disappears, I'm standing on my ship, so I won't be just free falling at that point. So one more time, if it disappears... No, we're in good shape. Alright, so this may be where we're going to be doing our base from. So above it. I saw some questions, hold on. No, the water level itself doesn't matter. What it is you have to put the base computer as close to sea level as possible. So if this was all ground and everything like that, I'd have to see how high I was in altitude and dig down in order to get down to sea level. Or as close to the zero mark, if you will, as possible. Something that Beeblebum always taught us how to do. That for some reason it had a big bearing on trying to do this. So the base computer will remain down there. I can try to take the base computer and bring it up here, but it's going to be very hard to do that. I don't even know how far down it is, to be honest with you. I'd have to take off on my ship because you can't look straight down. You know, from where you're sitting, from where you're standing. So let me try something real quick. Just angle. Eight? That can't be right. Let me get out of the way of the landing pad. Maybe it's seeing the landing pad. Well, 9 seconds away. That's interesting. Alright, so the base computer is gonna, not the base computer, the base is gonna be built right here. So, pretty neat the way it can work. Power source, like I said, the power sources don't usually go all the way up. That's true, they do go all the way up. I know what you mean, I hear you. Let me check real quick. I don't think we're gonna have one, but I'm not too worried about it. That was a B-class one. That's not bad. We'd have to build out from there. So let me see if I can't find it. We're going to have to do a little free falling now. Now's a good time to have a Corvette. We're going to delete them as we go down. There it is. I think there's one more. There it is. Tom Petty's free falling? Yes, absolutely. Alright. And too bad I can't really actually see my ship from here. Let's see. So where is that power source at? That way. Honestly, I didn't think there would be a magnetic power source nearby. It's within 300 units of the base, so that's pretty good. Okay. So right about here. Give or take. Not bad. It's a B class too. That's pretty good. Yep, stop that. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's really pretty here. I kind of like it. Yeah. That's the fun part, Scott. Trying to get the base up there is I can't use my jetpack because it's actually too high. I've had to try to do that before, and what I ended up having to do is build stairs all the way down. And you get to a point where you're building and you're building, and you get to a point where you're going too far, and it won't work. So the base computer is going to have to remain down here. I'll just build like a little hut around it or something like that. So anyway, all right. So we do have power. ship. No, that's not the button. I knew that. Playing too many games, that's my problem. Oh, he wants to trade, but there's nowhere to land. That's hilarious. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it can work. We're going to see what happens here. Alright, so our other star is that way. So we got to build out that way. Let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, well, see, there's a problem. So I deleted the lower base, the lower platforms too soon. As you can see, I'm so far away from my base computer, it doesn't recognize the fact that I have anything here. So I'm going to actually have to build lower. So yeah, that screwed up. Oh well. So I'll have to make a new one. But pardon me. Do that. And what I'll have to do. Wonder why that didn't work. Can I pull in my... I don't know if I can or not. Hold on, let me try something here real quick. Because there's an idea. No, can't do it. Alright, because we could get our Corvette. Wow, this brings up a whole new level of an idea here. Hold on. I'm just going to keep doing that. Ah, here we are. No, not a base computer. It just had it. Alright. See, that's more like it. I was thinking I had to be at cloud level in order for this to work. Alright. Alright, we have access to everything. We are doing a sky base. Onk. Good to have you here, by the way. Thank you very much for being here. Keith, I didn't say hi to you earlier, I don't believe. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Making sure I didn't miss anything. That's true. I see what you're saying. Hang on a second. But everything goes straight up. Remember that, okay? So you power your bases, things like that. Let me go back up there and see if I can build a base computer. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Easy does it. Nice sunset. That's pretty. That is actually very pretty. That's nice. Come on. You have to admit, that's really cool. Plus you get the curvature of the planet from up here. Let's see what happens. It's the Christie outpost. That's hilarious. You guys are right. It's working. Alright, now we got to see if the base will hold. That's interesting. Oh, available to build. I can't build another one. Alright, hold on. So we have a restore point. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's my... That's right, I had a save beacon up here. My bad. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, I know. I just forgot about it, Keith. Sorry about that. After reload and the base disappears, it will never be found again, but stays in your list, I believe. Now that's interesting. Wascally Wabbit, good to have you here, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. We're still here. So I think this is going to be it. This is going to be our base computer then. Our new base. And we can get rid of the one down below. That's actually the real test right at this point. So I'm glad I made the secondary platform down below. Let's take a look and go down and see if we can delete the other one down below. Zoom. And while we're down here, we're going to pull in the corvette. Pull in the corvette while I'm thinking of it. There we go. See what happens. So the one platform's gone. The second one still it looks like it's remained. Let's see what happens. No, it doesn't look like there's anything there. I don't think we have a platform up there. However, like I said, this brings us to a whole new level with corvettes. We might be able to put one in at a lower level and see if it'll hold. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, me too. I know. So there's our base computer, right? But there's no platform anymore. See? The platform disappeared along with anything that was above it. So my guess is it's too high, right? So let's go down a little lower. I think right about here will work. And you see where I'm going with this, right? The problem is, if the corvette here, there's a possibility it won't let me do anything, but we'll see what happens here. Come on, get up there. All right. Yeah, see, the corvette's going to just do this and give me all the things that I can build in a corvette. However, the base computer up there. All right, let me try this one more time. Hold on. I've got ideas. I'm going to try something real quick. Press Y. Why? Why press Y? Where'd it go? There it is. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Alright, so there's the base computer. And I'm going to try that in a moment because I got an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to space dive from here. I get a kick out of the fact that the computer is literally right there, too. Sorry about that. Still have a cough. Still dealing with that. Where's the base computer at? Is it over here? Alright. No. I didn't tell you to do that. Why am I still falling? I'm still falling. That's great. Wonder how long it's going to take him to realize he isn't actually falling anymore. Yeah, I broke it. Good idea. Let me see if this will work. Hold on. Can't summon the ship. Alright. We'll take the little guy. Hold on. Freefall wind tunnels, yeah, indeed. Ah. It's time to get a phone call. Okay. Alright, so that didn't work out the way I expected. So we do need to get up there to get our... Alright, well, we have a save point. Let me see what happens. Hold on. We have a reload. Let me see what happens. If this disappears and I'm free falling, then so be it. If we're Tom Pettying... This is hilarious. Looks like it's still here. So why don't we add some stuff onto this? Where is the power source? Hold on. I think I'm right over the power source. Yeah, the power source is like right down here. That's cool. Alright, well, let's build out and just see what happens here. I'm going to build a small panel to get myself started. And then we're going to go back to snapping in just to get things moving along. That's actually way crooked. Hold on. That bothers me a lot. Hold on. There. Okay. That's a little better. I don't mind it being a little bit off, but I am not, just so you folks know, I'm not Beeblebum, I'm not a Delta, I don't build crazy, fantastic bases anywhere. What happened? Oh, let me guess. Yeah, that's where I was. I was on Gas Cloud. Okay, so my power is that way. And at 300, it's going to be kind of tough. So let me build out the other way. It's going to make for a really interesting base, that's for sure. Alright. So, let's see what happens now. We got all these panels in place. Let's try it again. And reload. Let's see what happens. Hey, Darkro, good to have you here, by the way. Angus. Shall not breathe helium. All the panels remained in place. I'm going to try it one more time, and I'm going to go down to ground level. And let's just hit this island over here. That's not an island, that's a reflection. We'll hit this island right here. Let's call in the other ship too while we're at it. There we go. So it's right there. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I put a safe spot point inside my ship. It's just have it. Okay. Oh. I meant to do a reload. That's okay. Dragonman, good to have you here. Thank you very much for being here. Him is ElanPaul. Choseman, good to be here as well. Good to have you. All right. So that's complete reload. Doesn't get any more reloadier. And is it still there? Looks like it is. It is. So we still have the base here. So everything's good. Now what we can do is we can go up to there and bring it down. The problem is getting it down here. I'm not sure if it'll work in free fall. So, but I'm going to try it. Getting it to work. This is going to be tricky. See if that will work. Can I just go up there? Yeah, I can. I think this will work. Platform's right below me. Can I grab it? Let me try something. You said to hit Y here. Yeah, Y doesn't do anything for me. No, I don't really want to build anything because that's just more crap I have to try to get rid of. All right. All right, we're going to try something here. This is going to be kind of tough. Ah. All right, so we know it can work. Hang on. All right. Almost was able to grab it. Trying to think. Let me think here. Let me think. I think we can do this. There. I got to be a little bit closer to it. I mean, the alternative is I can probably build some stairs going up to the base computer and bring it back down. It's a pain in the neck. Let me try this one more time, and maybe I'll do that instead. Yeah, that's what I may have to do here. Really not that terribly high. Look at you. Is that close enough? Will it work? Or am I too close? That worked. That's funny. All right. So we are straight up from here. It's just that that is a long way to go. Let me see if I can't do it. Still too close. Hold on. We'll start over here. Hovering is fun. Artemis Quest solo, Theraminus per... Yeah, I know. How far does the build camera reach? That's a good question. There we go. we'll get that base computer down here. We'll climb up is what we're going to do too. So we'll climb up a little ways and we'll start building some more. Gotta love creative mode. Go ahead, say it. I know. Stairway to Heaven? Anybody? Anybody? There it is. Yeah, there you go. I said it before. You typed it in and I was saying it, so. Ah, okay, don't do that. Hilarious. I'm a patient person, but not that patient. How high can I go? There we go. Okay. No, not down. Not down. Right. Hey, if we go high enough, we can probably reach our freighter too. Just so you know. Okay, that's our next level. Oh God, MJ, I'm telling you what. And I do get vertigo as well. There's times when I'll fall. Like the last several times I've fallen to the ground, not a problem. No, don't know what it is. But there's other times it's just like, what the heck? Alright, there we go. We're almost there. As long as it'll let me keep building. Uh-oh. Too close to Starship. What? There's no ship up there. And every time I see this many stairs, too, all I can think about is Kung Fu Panda. Stairs. My old enemy. You know, they really should have handrails on these things, too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. OSHA does require handrails, I agree. Now, how do I get back in my Corvette? Oh, hello. Huh? Interesting. All right, fine. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I heard the graybeard part. Thank you. It wouldn't let me land there. That's weird. We're gonna have to take the Corvette to do this. This is crazy. All this just to get my base computer back down. me see something here. It's going that way. Let me go down here. I'm going to climb back up the stairs again, but I got to get to a position. Stop, 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 stop. Right there, right there. That's away from the center of that. Alright, that'll work. It worked. Okay, good. Like I said, they really need like an anchor point for the corvettes one of these days. Three hours later. I think we're getting towards space at this point. So, let's see. So we're going to go back to, let's do that. That. Whoa, okay, that's a pullback. All right. We're just about there. Ah, wrong button. That's okay. Let me move up. I want to move up a little bit so I can get... Because I think we're just about on level with it. Yeah, just about. And we can get the save point while we're up here. There we go. Right about now, when everything disappears. Okay. All right. First things first. Goodbye. And now you. Here we go. So the stairs worked, but this is a long way down. And pray tell I don't walk off the edge. That's where handrails come in. Rounded that corner a little too quick. Beginning to wonder whether it's going to let me put it all the way down here, but we'll see. We're almost there. Okay. And we're here. It worked. Now you know what we got to do, right? We have to save and reload. Come on, get up there, get up there. Let's see if this works. Let's see how many of that disappears now. Oh yeah, tell me about it. I know. You jump from that high, will you free fall? I don't know. Don't know. That's a good point. I don't think you will. I think you'll just have the flailing arms falling. So, everything's still here. Everything is still here, strangely enough. Interesting. So now I got to delete all this crap. Because, you know, you still have the amount of parts you can build per base. So now I got to go all the way up there and delete it, unfortunately. But, the price we pay. Yes, that's why I tried reloading, is to see if that might delete some of it. I think this is high enough. No, it's not. Another level. Stairway to the Sun. Alright. I should be close enough to delete these things. Yeah, why not? Let's see how far I can go with this. It's nothing to delete, but that's because you're not aiming at it. As far down as I can go with this. Too far. Okay. Now we delete me. Icarus base. Ooh, that'd be nice. Took him a moment to realize he was falling. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Ah! It looked like something out of Wile E. Coyote. That did it. Alright, now, the fun part is getting back over there. Where am I at? There we are. Okay, ready? Actually, I could probably just jetpack over there. Delete it. There we go. Got it. Alright, guys, that wraps up this episode. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let me see here. Okay, we're still that way? Alright, good. Well, let me build while that's here. Yes, it will. Alright, we got a lot of work to do up here. Now, I may not keep this particular type of build. I like... You know what I really like? I'm really liking this. These salvaged floor panels. I love the way they look, especially from up here. They're going to look really nice. And we could do all glass, but frankly, my vertigo would kick in, and I would definitely have trouble with that. My only fear is that I'll leave and I'll come back, and none of this will be here anymore. So, we shall see. What do you think so far? Thinking there, and he did it. Yes, yes, yes. Driver's seat. You jump from that high, will you free fall? Yeah, we're going to try that. That's right. I don't know. That's the thing. We don't have the Corvette here. Well, the Corvette's over there, but unless we're falling from a Corvette, I don't think it will do it. All right. I would like to try that, because I need to figure out, as far as power is concerned, power's there, but for some reason it's not showing anymore. And did I put a save beacon down there, and the save beacon's not showing either. Strangely enough. Interesting. I always wanted to try something here. Hold on. Won't let me do it, huh? Ah, well. I was going to try to build land up this high. I built my own little island, but I guess that won't work. Yeah. Yeah, see? That's what I was just trying to do. Won't let me do it. I could probably build up with stone. Boy, that would take a long time to get up here, wouldn't it? Kind of like what they did at Rendezvous 5 on the redux of the Titan. But would that be worth it? So you were asking if we're just going to free fall from here? Yeah, you got the flailing arms guy. That's all you get out of this. And I don't know why. That doesn't make any sense. It just must be the corvette only. So, speaking of which... So the power is over here, but for some reason my save beacon's not there anymore. Just go all the way down. No injury at all when I landed in the water? Okay. So see, it's over there, but for some reason, like I said, my save beacon is not there anymore. It's very interesting. All right. There we go. Oh, that's probably it. That's true. That's true. I found that out too, that the save beacon then gets associated with the base, which shouldn't be happening, but we found that out the hard way on another playthrough at one point. All right, there we go. So hotspots here. And can I build here? No, I cannot. So we will not put a base computer. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. There we go. Pardon me. Oh, okay, that was weird. Let's pull in our corvette. Ah! Sorry. That's the reason why I like this, though, is that I have everything lowered down and everything's right at ground level. So it makes for a very nice looking landing. A lot cleaner landing, if you will. Cut that out. Whoa, easy, buddy. It's the jetpack. Alright. So now we're going to go back up here, and we're going to build out to that point and see if we can get some power. And I have to do it the exact same way as I did before. And try to be as even as possible with the deck. There we go. Because that's the only way this will work. Stuck. There we go. Then we can just step right off onto the deck. Perfect. Alright, good. And There's the save point down there. Okay, so local field strength is what we're interested in. So I'm going to start building out from this spot. Let's see what happens. It's going to be messy and hodgepodge for now, but we'll clean this up later. That's not what I'm trying to do. All right, come on now. Work with me here. Again, I'll clean this mess up later. Okay. Ah, we're starting to get into that range. See, 5%? So we're just starting to get there. This is going to be nasty. It might have. It might have. I think they're actually right about what happened, is that I placed the save beacon within the first base's radius, if you will. So when I deleted the base, it deleted the save beacon at the same time, and any discoveries therein. So, okay, check it out. We should be just about in range of it soon. I don't know why it's... We're at 12:13. Alright, let me check it out now. 26, 27. How far away are we? Alright, that's about right. As long as we don't go beyond the 300 mark, we should be okay. This brings back Minecraft Sky. Minecraft Sky Minecraft. MJ will correct me on that. Cover the whole planet and panel. Skyblock, thank you. Thank you, Angus. And Dragon Man. Nice to know others are familiar with that. Alright, so the max field strength is 63%. 73%, pardon me. So we're almost there. I think that should do it. Nope, we're going back the other way. Ah, okay, it's over here. Okay. 69. 70. It's right here. And not that we have to get it exact, to be honest with you. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. The amount of power we're drawing from this thing is incredible. Not bad. That's actually really not bad at all. So it's right about here. Okay. So let's get an electromagnetic unit down. Power. I'm going to build probably 4 of them. Let's do 4. 4 should be more than enough juice. Just wire these suckers together. I can never tell from one side to the other, so... There. Okay, so they're all wired together now, and now we just gotta figure out how to get it all the way back over there. So, alright. Planetary Dyson sphere. Yeah, it's called... If you cover the entire planet in panels, it just turns it into an Arctic paradise at that point. Never any sunshine getting through. How many bases that would require? Good God. I'd rather try it on a moon if you're going to try it anywhere, but I'm going to leave it to somebody else to do that. I don't have the patience for it. Alright, so let's do a little bit of cleaning up. So that's a good panel. Alright. So I'd like it to make it just one panel. Not necessarily one, but I'd like to make it a walkway back to there. And I think one panel each would be fine. Or what we can do... kind of a halfway point. Right about... yeah, right where this is. So... like that 4 square right there. And then what I'm going to do is put down... where's the large one? Yeah, this. I really wish it wouldn't pull back that far. Oh, check that out. It attaches to the panels. Isn't that cool? Okay, yeah. We'll do that. So that becomes like an antenna, so to speak. It doesn't actually attach to power or anything like that, but I'll run a power wire there and just make it look like it's a power center to get power all the way to my base over there. And I'll build another one if I can get myself... oh, check this out. That's how you know you're at a good height. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I like this. Battery turrets? Yeah, that'll be good. One right there. Roof, roof, roof. Where'd it go? There you are. And what I'll do is I'm going to go back over here. We'll just clean this up a little bit. There. So it's right in the middle. And what we'll do is delete the panels all the way leading up to it once we get all the wires in place. And then over here, near where the base is going to be, because this platform over here I'll turn into a base area. Let me put one more in, but I think... yeah, that one. We'll put that one in. I think that would be pretty good. And then while we're at it, because this whole area here is going to be base, and we're going to put a couple platforms on either side. So I think that'll be pretty good. Don't accidentally delete my landing pad. There we go. So this will be the expanse of the base itself. I'll put panels all the way around. Like I said, I'm going to have a couple different landing pads, and we'll have walkways leading up to it with handrails. Got to do the handrails. Yeah, thank you, Streamlabs. I got to get rid of that message. Your OCD's trembling right now? Yeah, sorry, man. I need to clean this up, but we're going to get the wire run first to each of those particular points, and then we're going to clean up this whole area here. We're going to get rid of all this and just have these as floating islands. No reason to have a walkway all the way out there at that point. I can always take my that worked. I was wondering. I can always take my jetpack, or I can take my Corvette out here. Okay, let's get the wire run. You know what we should do? We should put one like right next to it. I like that idea. Let me see, which one of these panels? There. Good deal. And it make it look like it's literally running up here someplace. Good. Up into the center of this. And I don't know if I can get that far in the build, but it's probably going to block me in just a second. Yeah. I have to do it manually. Okay. Base transporter. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. If we can do the little teleporters, that would be great. Right to the center of this sucker. There we go. To the next one. Hey, Alex, good to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Get in there. Whoa, okay. That was a harsh pullback. Let's bring it to the last location, and then we're done with that. And then we can start building out the base. Right into the top of this guy. That works. There we go. And will the teleporters reach that far? Don't want to fall off the edge. Let's see. Where are they? I don't know, do you think? I mean, from platform to platform it might work. see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'll put it right here. And let's try the teleport cable first. Because these have a distance restriction. Now, I'm not sure if this distance is going to work. Looks like it worked. Okay. Now to test that theory. Now it has power because we're in creative mode, but we're going to run power anyway. Because, you know, we're not going to be here in creative mode every single time. What happened to the wire? Crap. Well, that's weird. Huh. Well, that doesn't bode well. Is that a problem? Huh. Interesting. It's 200 units, then it's definitely not that far. It's not getting juice right for some reason. Let's try something here. Ah, I hate when that happens. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Up here. No, better yet. There we go. Okay. There. Okay, that's got juice now. So I don't know why that didn't work, but that's really odd. And then that should have power down there at this point. So let's see what happens. Okay. No red wires. We're still blue here. Okay. It may be distance. There may be some problems with this being so far away from each other, but we'll see what happens here. Okay. Yeah, that might be what had happened here, but we'll see. Actually, hold on. Those have power now. Let's see, so I want to grab this. Right over here. Put it right about there, that's fine. Okay. Teleporter. Actually, it's while we're here, let's do another one real quick. And let's run the juice first. Make sure it's working. Okay, that's good. And now we need to run the lifeline. Teleport cable. Which I should be at the limit I can do this. Yeah. There. Okay. There we go. So far, so good. Alright. That has power. We need to run one more. Let me get some juice running first. Power. There we go. Nope. Get off there. Where are you? Huh. Did you notice the power wire is missing again? So we do have a problem. That's very, very odd. Very, very odd. You're right. Save's going to have to be in order here. I don't know if I can put another save point down, can I? Yeah, I can do one more. Thank you for the idea of saving, yeah. Starduster, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it is getting kind of late here too, 12:30. My wife is probably... See, no, that's not it. Okay, that's good. That's good, good. Also good, and good, and good. Okay, got a lot of messages in here. Sorry about that. All right, so let me see. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. I'm hoping to finish this up shortly. So what is it? I can't put another point there, maybe? All right, so why don't we run it? I hate to do that. That would be kind of sucky. Sounds about right. Yes. I'm blue. I'm blue. Something weird going on here. Fett, good to have you here, by the way. Appreciate you being here, too. I think what the problem is I'm trying to connect too much to that one point. I mean, it's working, but you notice it doesn't have a wire going out that way now, too. But it's blue. So this wire disappeared, so I think what's going on is it literally is too far away. I was watching somebody, what was it, Monday or Tuesday? Trying to build a No Man's Sky, and they kept running into the same problem. And I don't know what the issue was and why it was having such a problem. What if you put a battery on the tower? Good idea. Maybe that's part of the problem. Battery at the top of each tower? Says it's got power. That's funny, isn't it? If I can get to the top of this thing without falling. There is no connection between this and that power over there. Trying to attach it up here, but it won't let me. Doesn't see it as a piece. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Oh, good point. Trying to remember where to do that. Do we do that at the base computer? I think we do, don't we? Oh, I wonder if that's all this was. That would be a pain in the neck. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Now let's see what happened. Yeah. I hate when it does that. That's funny. I like that. All right. Speaking of which, hold on. Okay. Ah, crap. Hate when I do that. No, actually, yeah. Let's see, right there. And off we go to the races. So this one does not have a battery at it yet. So let me... I forgot to put a battery up here. Crap! Alright. I'll just go ahead and do that. I like it right there. Let's make sure we get our little red bulb up there too. I like that. Wire. That's annoying me. Sorry. It gives me the huge pullback because I had nothing right behind me. Okay. And we should be able to just run this over here, I think, because this one should have a battery at the top, right? Did we already have a battery up there? I'm sorry. No, this one does not have a battery up here. Okay, good. That's just the battery I just placed. Alright, let's go to the next one and just go ahead and make sure we got a battery up there still. Because for some reason it shows like it's missing. I did put one up there, I think. No, you don't. Yeah, there was a battery up here, wasn't there? Maybe it's the one before it, I don't know. Red light. Wire. Alright, let's try this again. That's good. Alright. Alright, so we'll take it from the battery. Down here. Dragon Man, good to have you here. Thanks very much for being here, buddy. I know it's getting late in the day here, because I'm going to have to quit soon, too, actually. And there was a battery. Ah, don't do that. So this one should have a battery up here, right? Didn't we put one up here? With a red light? We had a battery down there, too, didn't we? What in the world is going on here? It's like it's deleting things randomly. So put the battery up here this time. Too many parts, maybe? I don't know. These guys aren't connected anymore. It's like all my wires keep disappearing. Okay. So that thing has power now. This has power, yet it doesn't seem to act like it has power. Battery tax? Maybe. Okay, because I'm gonna have to walk. I have to run this over there on foot and see if we can get this going here. And then we got to get a save in so that we can try to save the wiring. I think it's distance. I think it's that. It's the distance problem that we're running into. There we go. And take it from one more. We have a save point over here, so we'll do that. Which you'll notice it looks like that's vanished as well. Look at that. And the battery's gone again. Alright, so this is not working out the way I expected. Yeah. See? All the wires are gone again. So it's glitching out on us. Now I wonder to myself, I wonder what will happen. See, everything I built over here is all gone. So this may not be working out like I expected. Maybe we are still too high up. We're going to find out in a minute. Let's see how much still exists when we get back. And that may be part of the problem, is that we may have to bring this down to a lower level. Mr. Bro, good to have you here. Thanks very much for joining us, man. What's that? Well, all the hardware is still there. So like this is still here. Still working. But all the wires are missing. I don't know what to make of that. Yeah, the wires keep disappearing. I don't know if that's a glitch in No Man's Sky, or is it because I've got a problem? I mean, everything is still working. But my save point, you see, even my save point doesn't exist anymore. I doubt seriously it'll let me build another one. Yeah, see? 0. Very interesting. I wonder if the one down below Yeah, the save point down there is still down there. That's interesting. Top of the base sphere? No, not really. I mean, we're outside of the... We're horizontal with it. So... Might be a visual gift. Glitch. Maybe having portable save unit save after each connection. This might not a bad idea, I wonder. Pick it up. Might not be a bad idea. On a wall and delete the wall. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work either. Very, very odd what's happening here. And I actually, like I said, I'm running low on time here. Let's see. Got one, so I will put it right here. You see, it used to have power here. Actually, I placed this one right at the top up here. Okay. Problem is that the battery that was up there is not there anymore. Okay, so this looks good. Hold on. Yeah. Alright. Let's put another battery over here, and let's see if we can get this to work here. One more time. Laying the foundations. Yeah, maybe that'd be better off, right? Yeah. Ah! Hate that pullback. This is where the battery was located. So I'll put it back. With your beautiful red light. Wiring. To the back. Wiring down here. Which it's blue. It's got power. And then we run this one all the way over here, which isn't that far. And now we have juice. And since we're here, teleport cable. There. Hooked up. Put the save point down. Alright. So apparently everything's in place, right? Let's reload. See what happens. And it looks like the battery's missing. And look at the save points just suddenly reappeared. Battery's gone. Battery's gone from over here too. See? No connection point, but it's still got power. So it keeps ghosting in and out, and now the save beacon is back. There, which I'm taking with me. So, but they're all working, so... Interesting. Let me try something a little different here. Maybe it has something to do with the new parts. Okay, well, how much power is available to the circuit, just out of curiosity? 853 available, so it's got all the units at the other end connected. So, you got me. I was just about to run all the way down there. Hold on. Hold on. Let's... You know what, too? Hold on. One more thing. There's enough pieces here. Ah. Okay, so base is uploading to the servers. So that's there, too. So that's generating 214, 210. There you go. Okay, so between all of them, that's 800 and some odd power. So apparently together, it's still recognizing that they're connected to each other. And look at the grid power storage. So the batteries are actually still there and generating. But very, very odd. Fett, take care, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Ask Sean for a refund? No, I think we're past the warranty period, my friend. Alright, so I've got a lot of panels to get rid of over here. Again, the base is going to be laid out over here. I think I'm going to save that for another stream. Kind of one of those in-between streams like we're doing right now. Maybe I'll do a little bit of building over here. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm actually going to leave a little bit of that platform over there in the distance as well, this squared off area, and build something into here as well. And then we're going to get rid of most of this. We're going to get rid of all of that going all the way out and just clean that up. And it'll just be standalone platforms going out there. And that's all we're going to have. So that'll be pretty good. Yeah, it's true. Solar backups and batteries are always good. I usually, at most of my... sky bases, I usually do a powerhouse, a small building that's got all the solar panels and stuff inside. So, as a precaution, there we go. We've saved here. Let me go ahead and do something real quick. Let me show you that. No, wrong one. I need to do the secondary, not primary. Give me a second. Yes, I already did Steam Awards as well. Wrong one. That's the one I want. The one with 447 hours on it. Okay. What in the world is going on? I just came out into like a 1950s television set. What's with the static? This is the sky base I created in this area, and you can see that I've done all kinds of decorating in here. But the planet changed on me. So this is a beautiful planet to have done this at. But, and you talked about power. Hold on a second. And that's this building in here. So it's got all the solar panels scattered around, a whole bunch of batteries that are storing power. You see they're just starting to store again. But in case for some reason they're depleted when I arrive, I've got a bunch of these biofuel reactors that I can just dump some stuff into real quick. And that's what you were talking about, having something like that. And that's it. And I keep it closed at all times. That's kind of creepy looking, huh? Oh, we get traders that come in all the time. That's actually a nice looking ship. Spear of the Sun. It's kind of pretty looking, actually. That's nice looking. Sorry, little ADHD kicking in over there. And I got all my platforms all connected to each other, obviously. And I never went too far with it. I did a little bit of glitch building. You can see I've got an upside down, you know, area down there. And I don't even remember how I did it, to be honest. I don't remember how I did it. I had to build this because the ladder to get up and down disappeared. So I put in a teleporter to get up in here. I had this whole lounge decorated. When I came back, I think after the Worlds 2 update, everything had vanished. All the furniture was gone. So I had to try to rebuild everything inside here. It was really kind of crazy. So, yeah. Just another area over here, except it was different back in the day. This is an something I was doing as a project out on the side. Can't go through there right now, but I had something going on that I was created for a project. And I can harvest the plants. I had, you know, plant examples and stuff in here. And one more thing. Let me go back down that stairwell. See, there was a ladder going between them, but the ladder kept disappearing. And I don't know what happened. It was the strangest thing in the world. So, and I did this so that I could come in here. I just haven't done much with it. And this is what happens, is I get to a point with a lot of these builds and I stop. I don't go any further. Done. So, is what it is. But this is what it's supposed to look like. And this is how far I usually get, and then I'm done with it. So, and I like the holographic wonder projectors. They're really cool, and you can make these plants super, super huge. I love all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, this planet was a paradise planet. It had glowing mushrooms on it, stuff like that. Wonder if I could do a skydive if I'm gonna fall to my death. Yeah, fall to my death. And it's just absolutely gorgeous, this planet. And a lot of people built on this planet at some point or another. It is actually the same. There's my base computer. It is the same planet that I currently have the community on. And it's just that the difference is, and the reason why I can't rename it, is because it was originally found on this save. So my Worlds 2 save has the community planet in the exact same system. So if I go into the menu here, you're going to see that it's the Lemley, it's planet Lemley. And this is where our community planet is. But on this save, this is the one that I discovered. And I can rename the planet. So, and I've actually renamed some of the fauna and stuff like that. But because I also went here on a secondary save, it looks like it says that I found it, but on a different save. So I can't rename anything, especially things that I discovered. And you can see there's just no other bases but the ones that I've produced. You know, exocraft testing. I've got, there's my fishing village. And then there's certain people that do have bases here, like Tybee. And that's it. You don't have a whole lot of people. Tranquil up. Hey, there you are, go. Tranquil, you have your base here too. Maybe this is the save I did it on, but I discovered it on my first save. I think that's what it was. It's really, really odd. I don't even know what in the world this is. I don't remember building any of this. Maybe somebody else did. I don't know. I don't remember doing this. Very strange. Anyway. Well, I see no reason to continue this. I'm going to go ahead and kick out of this, guys. We're going to go ahead and call it. It's like almost 1 o'clock here, and my wife is actually off work here in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the day. All right. I want to thank you. Like I said, I'm going to build more into that base on the Worlds 2 playthrough. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up and stuff like that, and then I'm going to do some other stuff too. I am going to come out with the anomaly video this afternoon. I don't think the anomaly mission starts for another hour. I do know I got an alert that Captain Steve was going to start up his run through over there. Let me see what he's got going on. Let me go out to my end screen, and I'm missing. Boop. There we go. I was doing some checking earlier, and I turned off the camera on that. All right, let's see. So my computer does odd stuff. Yeah, that's where we are. You know, that is one thing. I do have to admit, there is one good thing about Twitch, is that redirects and stuff like that is just right there. I pull it up in one window and boom, I can do a redirect immediately. And with YouTube, I have to go through about 14 different windows to get exactly where I need to go. in order to find it. I remember the first time I tried to do it, it took me forever to figure it out. Let me see. I don't know if anyone is streaming. Anybody else is streaming right now. Let me see here. Looking for No Man's Sky is what I'm looking for. I know that there's going to be a community late night tonight with Onsetter and the gang. A lot of people usually join up on that one. A lot of upcomings. I was hoping to see Steve in here, but I don't see Captain Steve at all right now. Hang on a second. Let me check something. It's under C for Captain. And 1 p.m. He's actually starting in about 3 minutes if you guys want to hang out for just a couple moments here. So we'll go ahead and check him out. So let me see, what's today? Today is Friday. I know I'm not streaming tomorrow. I do have a bunch of stuff I want to try to get done if I can. Still not quite 100% as far as the weather's, as far as my health is concerned, but I'm getting there, I think. So I do have a bunch of stuff I want to do tomorrow, and I'm going to probably knock out some videos tomorrow too while I'm at it and get some things ready for next week. The next time I'll be streaming will be next Wednesday. I'm debating whether I'm going to stream the following Saturday. We'll see what happens. We're into December at this point. Good grief, I can't believe it's December already. Can you imagine? Imagine that? December? Where'd the year go? Unbelievable. So, not sure when we get up to the holiday week. At that point, especially during the Christmas time and New Year's and stuff like that, there's going to be some odd scheduling, and we're going to throw in some live streams during a couple of the days. I don't want to interrupt anybody's holiday plans and everything like that, but you know, on some of those off days and stuff like that, we're going to go ahead and do some streaming and things like that, just to give some more. Not to mention, the Titan expedition ends this coming Tuesday. The new one, the new Redux, will start on Wednesday. So when that happens, obviously that night we're going to go ahead and go over it. And, you know, Jason will be back in town. Delta should be back in town. Everybody will be doing something like that. So where'd the last 50 years go? Good grief. I tell you what, I really didn't think. I mean, I look in the mirror and it's a stranger, man. That's a stranger looking back at me. I see this guy here and it doesn't look like I picture in my own mind. I think a lot of us are like that. You know, we get up to this age because I'm sitting there playing I'm gaming, dude. I'm having a blast, and I don't feel like I'm the age I am at this point. So, yeah, you want to knock it out before it ends, Donzid. It really shouldn't take too long, you know. Honestly, it's one of the easier expeditions to get done since there's no fighting involved. So, yeah, Captain Steve is on in like just a few minutes. I'm waiting for him to go live, and then we're going to go ahead and raid him. I know some people are waiting right now. It says he's going live in like 1 minute, but I haven't seen a countdown clock or anything like that. I'm going to throw a like at him right now while I'm checking out his channel. Do so, please. Please hit the like button on my own channel if you would, please. It really does help. So, and I see Old Explorer. I see you've jumped over there already and already saying hi to everybody. That's fantastic. I'll be jumping over there and saying hi too, but it'll give me an opportunity to raid him for the first time in ever, because I don't get a chance to raid this guy. I'm really surprised I don't see it in here. Let me just check something real quick here. Just says Captain Steve. Yep, there he goes. Alright, let me do something here. Let me get out of this. Let me go back to redirect. And you can probably hear him in the background there chatting. I'm going to have to mute his channel real quick. Hang on. There we go. And I should see him, and I should be able to raid him, unless he has raiding turned off. I don't see him. I don't know why. That's really, really weird. Alright, let me try something here. Hold on. Edit. Go back in here one more time. We are going to get this to work. I wonder if he has raiding turned off so that nobody really can raid his channel. it won't even come up. That's the really weirdest thing here. Try one more thing. Another little trick I know. Nope. Yeah, there he is right there. It won't let me select it. I'll be darned. I don't think he has it turned on. I don't think I can raid Captain Steve. I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of sucky. Oh, wait on. Redirect privileges needed. Ask Captain Steve to add you to their live redirect list in community settings. He literally has to add in specific people that are allowed to raid him. So what we're going to do here, we're going to change it up a little bit. What we'll do is I'll just pull in his video link. So this is Captain Steve. I never made fun of him. He actually promotes my channel all the time, strangely enough. But there's Captain Steve. Go ahead and hang out over at his place. Tell him I've sent you all his way. And check out the anomaly mission for the weekend. And we will see you guys next time when I'm streaming. To catch you next Wednesday. Guys, take care. And we will see you again on Wednesday. Ta-ta for now.